Just a disclaimer, I didn't make a correct intro for this video. Please forgive me for that. Okay, so to import a photo, you are going to click the little button with the 3 dots on it, and then you're going to click the little box with an arrow pointing down. Now when you click that, it's going to show you camera, photo, iCloud, or paste. I use photo so that I can import a picture, but if I use that, it's going to crash, like it always does. So please forgive me for that. So you can just doodle around to make sure everything's working correctly, and if it is, then good. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to go over to the layer part, so that you can see that everything is going to be working fine, and that you're in this little, so that your layers look correct, and your layers are correct. I'm just doodling around right now. So you're going to X that out, and you're going to start tracing the artwork that you need to be tracing. Make sure you're on the correct layer, so to make the correct layer, you are just going to, click the little plus button near the, what's it called? With the three layer part, you're going to click that. And then inside there should be a little square with a plus. Once you've clicked that to make the correct layer, you click the empty layer and make sure that the layer before that is visible so that you're able to trace over the artwork like you should be. So you need to be on the correct layer and make that visible, and then you can start your artwork tracing like I am about to. So I'm just going to go onto my empty layer, like so. And then I'm going to go out of the layer area, and then I'm going to start tracing. Okay, so now we are going to start with our coloring. So we're going to take away the layer we used for tracing, and we are going to start by coloring the Bonnie animatronic. So what we're going to do is well, that's my normal color palette. We're going to take a different color palette by clicking the 3 button and using that color palette button thing. We're going to use that color palette, which is the color palette that comes with the app. We're going to take a red and a blue for the wires. We're going to zoom in up to the hand just by pinching your fingers outwards. And we are going to just draw squiggly, wiry lines, like that, so that they look like wires. These are the original animatronics, the Five Nights at Freddy's 1 and 2 animatronics, and we also brought Springtrap from Five Nights at Freddy's 3. So, we're going to do red for the eyes. I tried this dark red, but since I knew the wires were going to be that color, I decided to not do that and use a brighter red. Originally, I used a brighter red for the wires, but this time I'm going to use a brighter red for the eyes, and soon I'm going to edit the eyes so they glow. So I'm just going to do the eyes like that. And next, I am going to draw the wires streaming down the face. No, it is not water. They're wires. So just like that, I just squiggly line them down the face. And then I take the gray and make it a very dark color. And to edit that color, I just hold on the color while it's in the palette, and then I use the little circle thing so I can move it up or down to make the color look brighter or darker. So you can see there that I am trying to do inside the little areas, which I didn't do. I didn't do the one in between the red wire and the blue wire that looks white. I didn't do that because it was too hard, and I'm not trying to do this professionally. So I'm going to change the blue for the Bonnie fur. Fun fact, originally the Bonnie animatronic was named Theodore. So, well, I think. In the book, it said that it was a purple bunny with a red guitar, I believe. Or just a purple bunny, I don't know. So now we're going to go to Foxy. We are going to go to our sketch layer. First, we're going to add a nose, but we are supposed to go to our sketch layer so that we can see which areas are supposed to be the gray. I'm going to change this cream color into a sort of metal gray so that I can make the Foxy animatronic. So I'm going to take it like that, add that layer, and then trace over the metal parts that I made. I wouldn't say trace over, I would just say sort of squiggle around those areas. A bit near where the nose was supposed to be, so I had to erase that. I added the nose after. Like that. I am so tired. It's 7 something, and I'm still recording. So I am just going to take away the sketch layer now, and I'm going to add that. Get it up. I'm just going to fill those parts in. I filled it in using the A button. But most of the parts that I use, you have to buy them with real money, so if you can't do that. So now I just fill in the red fur. And I use a I use a black to draw the nose and color it in, like so. I could have filled it in, but I didn't want to do that. Color in the pupil, and to make the eye patch the dark gray. Next, I decided to do the marionette animatronic. So I went back to my sketch layer to check out the coloring and see what I was doing. So what I was doing was I was doing the hair. And so what I did first, well, we added hair, but I needed to make the face white, because if you don't color something in white and you're making a background, well, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to explain. So I go to a random layer, and then I hide my sketch layer because I don't want to make it look, I want to surprise you guys. So we just make a random squiggly line like that with the paintbrush tool, which I also bought, I believe. Then it will seep through the line art, so we don't want that to happen. So you always need to fill in the extra parts white. But I end up not actually making a full background. So I erase that. And the eraser doesn't actually originally come that big, but if you press the button, the sizing button, it's that little button with the 2 lines and the circles on the lines. You can make it bigger or smaller. The bigger or smaller thing will come on the left side of the screen. Left side for, well, the right side of the screen, I guess. You could say that. If you were in the screen, it would be the left side. So I'm coloring the tear streams purple. I colored the ears the dark gray. I colored the eyes, nose, and mouth black. I didn't do the same for the hair. I edited the gray so it's extremely light for the hair. Then I made the body thing black. Next, I decided to do the toy chica, which is quite easy. All you have to do is get like a dark yellowish orange. So you get the yellowish orange, fill it in, make the cheeks red, and you're basically done with the toy chica. But then with the, the pupils. But then with the original chica, what you have to do is a bit different. You need to make the feather part, the feathers, or fur, I guess, a bit darker yellow. By the way, this is not my current animating style, at least. So anyways, you make the beak orange yellow. I colored the hand yellow. And I colored the cheeks red. I mean, it's not toy chica, but I added cheeks for some reason. Next, what you are going to want to do for the bangle, I needed to add the nose. But it's quite difficult. You need to find each part, which part is pink and which part is white. So I just fixed up the line art so that the pink wouldn't get in the way of the white and the white wouldn't get in the way of the pink. And I just fixed up the line art so that the colors wouldn't fall out of the line art, because if your line art isn't all connected, the colors will go outside of the lines and end up everywhere. So I just colored in the parts that I needed to. I colored those in white, and I made a white line so it would kind of blend in, so it didn't have a black line part. I fixed that, and then I went to make the, I went to get the nose black. Then I colored in one eye all black and one pupil black. Then I went to my character. Well, soon I go to her palette. But right now I'm coloring the Mangle second head. That's Mangle second head. So, just fix that, make it gray. Nice. So now, we're going to go to my character's original palette so that we can get to this pink. This pink is kind of like the sister location Funtime Boxy color. So we're going to color the cheeks red. Well, we're going to fill it in, I guess. And we're going to color the paws pink. Ow, pink. But right now we are going to start on Freddy Fazbear. So we're going to get a decent brown color and fill him in like that. Next, we are going to want to fill in his bow tie, his eye, and his microphone. Next, we are going to be doing Toy Freddy. We are going to do the eyes first. So we did the eyes. And we are just going to draw those dot parts which represent where the whiskers were supposed to go. We fill in the bow tie like that. And then we fill in the cheeks. We're going to make the brown. We're going to get that and just fill it in with the same brown. And then make the brown a bit lighter for the muzzle area, like that. Next we're going to do Balloon Boy. I didn't actually really enjoy Balloon Boy for some reason. I don't really like the balloon boy in the Five Nights at Freddy's. He's not a big part, but he's there. Balloon boy fan peoples. There are some of them. Anyways, it's so bright. The light's so bright. So, we're just going to fill in his muzzle areas, his cheeks and stuff like that. Kind of looks like a mustache. Now we're going to do Toy Bonnie. We're going to make him blue. We're going to make his ears the same blue that we just did for his fur. We're going to make his eyes the same blue as well. And now we're going to get a light blue. I don't need to change the color because I already have one. So we're just going to fill it in like that. And make his cheeks red. Okay, so I guess we didn't color in his cheeks. Now we're going to do Golden Freddy. But before we do Golden Freddy, we just need to fix Mangle's paw. Get the black part. And fill in his eyes. I don't think I did that one extra paw up there. I just forgot about it. If so, I'll do it later. So we colored in the yellow, and then we make that sort of like, that angry sort of thing. Angry irritation sign. So we colored in that. We just go to fix Bonnie's tooth. I think that's almost all of the animatronics, so I saved Springtrap for last because he's specifically entertaining to do. Let me see. Yep, we have him. So we are going to take a black color because he's kind of in the shadow. We're going to take the black. Then we're going to take a gray, a dark gray, like that, and color it in. We're going to make the eyes white, and his eyes are going to be glowing yellow. So I took a yellow. Then I went to the fill-in part. I clicked that dot up there. I'll get a screenshot of it in a second. Like, I'll have the screenshot at the end of the video, if you guys are wondering. So I make it have that effect. And then I gave the effect to some other characters, like the Bonnie, because his eyes are like glowing red, because they're basically like light now. And Mangle's eyes, they glow white, like that. I still forgot about her foot, but whatever. And Bonnie's eyes glow dark blue. Well, Toy Bonnie, but all I need to do now is color in the parts of the Springtrap. The red parts, the red blood stains, you could say. I mean, that's technically how I found the picture, with the blood stains. So I'm just going to outline that part, and once it's been outlined, I'm going to trace it. But I first need to outline it, so I'll do that. By the way, just so you guys know, we are kind of close to 30 subscribers. It's closer to 20 subscribers, but we already have 20 subscribers, and I don't want to lose any subscribers either. That would not be good. So, if you like this video, subscribe and leave a like. But anyways, I forgot to trace that hand in the background. One of the most important hands. So that's done. I'm still filling in some of the red parts. So, oops. Anyways, so that's filled in like that. And now I'm just going to take, well, once I fill that last red part in, I suppose. Is there another red part? Yeah. There's one last red part, I believe. Well, I'm going to take a green and just fill in the green parts of Springtrap. And I guess, oh no, I still fill, wait, what did I do? Oh yeah, I need to fill in the cupcake. So, cupcake is filled in. And, yep, I guess I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. That's how it turned out. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a big fat thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. And, oops. And if you want to see more tutorial plus speed draws, then leave a thumbs up and subscribe.